Looks like we got something interesting coming up here from E3 last year. We were discussing this recently, you and I.
Okay.
Because we were wondering what happened to this.
Peggy 16.
Yes.
Horizon Zero. You knew from the name? Because I didn't even remember this.
Yeah, well, I knew the episodes, so maybe that's why.
Huh. I didn't even know it had a name. I thought it was untitled, or it was just called
Your whole life you've been searching.
Primitive
No, it's
Robot
totally
Killer
been called
And the
Horizon.
elders.
Girl.
Horizon Zero.
They've been holding you back.
Should have contacted
this-
you for the
The
name.
girl is a curse.
A story trailer.
She came from nowhere. She is no one.
When they told me to raise you, I didn't ask questions.
Why am I an outcast?
Quiet, Primitive Ellie.
What's my mother?
Always you pushed for answers. Push yourself to the edge.
It's egret, obviously.
Here in the valley, we may be outcasts, but it's safe. Out there, girl, you'll be lost. You won't know where to turn or who to trust. You'll be chasing a riddle into a wilderness of mysteries. The world of the old ones. What secrets?
It's in the same engine as the
lie buried
Killzone
beneath
series.
their crumbling ruins. Why Earth is ours no more.
That hits weird.
I'm really intrigued by this. This looks refreshing.
Yeah.
These questions, Aloy, the tribe has forbidden. What if the answers are worse than not knowing?
You can help, or you can get out of my way.
Then be ready for the darkness. And be careful
She just killed a guy.
what you bring to light.
Oh, there's bad robots too. So there's like
Even if you
nature-looking robots, but then there was like bad guys.
How do you know?
I remember her fighting robots, and you have to find the weak spots, obviously.
Outcast! You came from nothing. You will die a nothing.
That guy is strong as shit. Holy fuck.
Maybe
came
he's
from
part
somewhere.
robot.
Identity confirmed.
Even if it destroys me, I will see this through.
Wait,
Ooh, we have
what
a
was the date? That they flashed away.
0103.
PS4
2017.
for the players.
2017? Oh, I've lost interest. That takes too long. Here's a good reason why to give me official trailers and fucking bullshit like that at the end.
It got delayed.
Really? Wow. It feels like a rarity nowadays that you get a game that you know about years before it comes out, and then it gets delayed too.
Even if you do.
I'm so used to being immediately gratified with a release date that's coming like
But we
very,
have
very soon.
so many good video games to play in that time.
Yeah, but as soon as they come out, I don't care about them anymore.
You came from nothing.
Like, I don't even want to play them.
Ah, that was 2 days ago.
I want it now! I don't even want to play
Razor.
Mirror's
I
Edge.
came from somewhere.
Razor.
It just came out.
Yes.
Identity confirmed.
Even if it destroys me,
Not every game can be Fallout 4, it's true.
So what did we gather from the story there? There was a lot of stuff said. Basically, it sounds like you're unraveling the secret as to why everything's like this.
Yeah.
And the elders,
Like you're gonna figure it all out.
They've been holding you back.
And exactly who she is.
Yeah.
The girl is a
Oh, who
curse.
she is.
Yeah.
She came
Well, what
from
makes her? Why
nowhere.
was?
She is
So she's actually a thing that's special.
When they told me to
That's
raise
what
you,
I gathered
I
from
didn't
it.
ask questions.
Why am I an outcast? Who was my mother?
Why did they give me such a bad haircut?
Answers
Why am I summing up all of my life's questions in one moment?
to the edge.
How come hot dogs come in packages of 8, but hot dog buns come in packages of 6?
But it's safe. Out there, girl. You'll be lost.
How do you know about
You won't
that?
know where to turn. Or who to trust. You'll be chasing a riddle into a wilderness.
What's the
of
deal with
mysteries.
airplane peanuts?
The world of the old ones. What secrets?
So they call it the world of the
beneath
old
their
ones.
crumbling ruins?
So, and then they show like,
Why
is that a statue anybody knows? Any American? That looks like an American like city statue that
Yeah, it
probably
does.
is famous. Maybe that was a clue as to what city these ruins are. Let me bring it back a moment and we'll see if any American in there knows this statue.
Oh, it's our world.
What secrets?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
apparently.
traffic
buried
lights,
beneath their
signs.
crumbling
All right,
ruins?
I hadn't actually put that together either.
that's the Statue of Liberty. That is the Statue of Liberty. Fuck you, all of you. What is that? Americans, have you not traveled your
Looks like one of the revolution
one of the
statues.
revolution statues? It's Yale Jefferson Fountain. I don't think anybody knows shit.
Boston Memorial?
The horse statue.
Boston?
All right.
Boston?
You guys think it's Boston? I'm just gonna go ahead
My
and.
earth is ours no more.
Googling the city. It doesn't show up on the Wikipedia,
I don't
so
think it's anything.
if anybody's put together the clues, it's not been added to the article.
What if the answers are worse than not knowing?
You can help, or you can get out of my way.
Who's that voice?
Then be ready for the
Ashley
darkness.
Birch? Is that true? I saw someone say that.
And be careful what you bring to light.
Looking up the IMDb here.
Do catch what you're after. How do you know it won't bite back?
Outcast! You came from nothing. You will die a nothing.
This is produced in the Netherlands? Is that where?
I came from somewhere.
Identity confirmed.
So the IMDb has no cast listed, which is kind of odd.
I will see this through.
Yeah, weird.
Where are you guys finding the cast? Oh wait.
Peggy 16.
Oh yeah, it only shows like the recordists and stuff on IMDb.
J. Michael Tatum?
Your whole life you've been searching. And the elders.
It's really annoying that when you type in Horizon Zero cast, the first thing that comes up is IMDb that has no information on
Yeah.
the cast.
Apparently, there's a lot of statues of men riding horses.
When they told me to
Right.
States.
I didn't ask questions.
Who's Tatum?
Why am I an outcast?
Another top result, Behind the Voices, voiceactors.com, which has no information. Where are you guys getting the list of actors?
To the edge.
Look up Ashley Birch and see if for some reason it's on hers but not on Horizon Zero.
Here in the valley, we may be outcasts.
No, it's all tied. That's impossible on
Out there,
IMDb.
girl,
Their
you'll be
system
lost.
ties it all together.
You won't know where to turn.
Wikipedia has no actors. Are you guys just making up random
I don't know.
fucking... We would like it if you're gonna make a joke. I don't know.
Wilderness.
When we're actually looking for info, I don't know. I'm just not gonna rely on them.
Okay.
I see no cast
What
attached.
secrets
They're just telling from the
lie
voices?
buried
You guys are just
in
guessing.
crumbling ruins.
Alright.
I think they're getting it from Game FAQs.
Is ours.
Which would also be guesses. How would Game FAQs know better than anybody else?
I see no cast list anywhere.
Yeah, there is
I
no
see nothing
cast
in there.
list.
Okay.
And on Game FAQs, what they're probably looking at is a discussion of people saying who they think the voices sounded like.
Okay.
These questions, Aloy.
Sony
The
concerned
tribe has forbidden.
Horizon Zero's Dawn's female
What if
protagonist
the answers are worse than not knowing?
was concerned
You can
about
help?
the protagonist like that's not something people
Or you can
want.
get out of my way.
It's a horribly
Are you ready for
written
the darkness?
on the Mary Sue. That is the worst
Sony
title
was
I've ever
concerned
read.
about Horizon Zero Dawn's female protagonist. Like, that's not something people want. That is fucking
That's
awful.
on the marysue.com, that is the worst written
Whenever you go to
headline.
like school for public relations or journalism, their entire sections of courses on how to
write a fucking title.
titles.
Yeah, it was so
I
poorly
don't
written.
think that person went to school.
Now you
for
know why I
that.
hate reading shit.
I think it's sarcastic. I wrote that.
Even if it destroys me,
Horizon Zero's protagonist is inspired by Ripley
I will see this through.
and Ygritte. Who's Ygritte?
Ygritte from Game of Thrones, I'm assuming.
Oh,
PS4.
so according
for
to Gamer Rant, that's who she's inspired by, and I'm assuming they got the information from somebody they
I'm
talked
sure that
to.
person is educated, but it was a poorly
It
constructed
was poorly
title.
written.
Your whole life you've been searching. And the elders
That's cool though
holding you
that
back.
they're saying, like, able to say, like, that she's also inspired by Sarah Connor.
Rock on.
She is no one.
When they
I like
told
it when
me
they
to
totally
raise
just,
you, I didn't
Tell
Or
you what the
honest.
inspirations were.
yeah.
Instead of like, you know, this character reminds me of Ripley. It's like, I've never seen that, never heard of that. What is that? I don't know what that is. It's hilarious talking to a developer when you compare a thing to a thing that's in their game or their game to another game. They're like, never played it, never heard
heard
of
of
it.
Zelda.
I don't know what that is. What is that? I don't know what that is. It's like, some of them are cool.
Oh,
A
yeah,
lot
yeah,
of them
yeah.
aren't. A lot of them get really upset when you compare their shit to anything.
You won't know where to
And all you're doing is you're just trying to, like, find a common ground. Like, is this, like, I'm just saying what I think it's like, and now you can tell me why it's not,
Yeah.
or what it is, instead of, like, pretending that you've never heard of this thing everybody's heard of before.
Yeah.
That impression's pretty accurate. You can ask Becky.
Yeah,
it's
ball.
kind of it's definitely over the top, but it's that kind of, like, they suddenly get stiff and they just, like, they've heard it so many times that day,
Yeah.
and you can tell that, like, they're
So fucking sick of hearing
sick
it.
of hearing it.
But they have to defend themselves. What's Nintendo? I've never heard of them.
Whereas a better way to deal with it is, like, I've seen developers who say, yeah, a lot of people actually said that, but this is why no. Or
Yeah,
this is why
yes.
yes, but actually way different, or whatever. And
I
some of them are just
love it whenever
yeah.
people do that.
I'm so impressed when a developer can just be like, oh yeah, I can see how you can see that.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not fucking crazy here. But then the ones who just pretend they've never seen the game. So did you guys have any relevant real info about the game that I didn't see? Like, that was a cool tidbit that I found about. That's the kind of stuff I'd love for you guys to pass on. Stuff like, you find an article that says that they're inspired by Ripley, like, that's cool to know.
And it's totally fine if you don't. If you're just chilling and don't feel like looking any shit up.
This is the first kind of show like this.
It's on PS4. What?
I would assume it's on PS4.
Well, what else is it on? Is it on other systems? The character's name is... How would you pronounce that?
Aloy?
Aloy? It's a PS4 exclusive.
What?
There you
Oh,
go.
that I didn't know. But saying it's on PS4, it's like, so what? It's serious? Oh, I guess that makes sense. Killzone.
Yeah.
Killzone was exclusive. The Killzone games, though, we played them. Ben and I played the last one on the show. Oh no, that was Resistance. Killzone was a launch title for PS4 that I played.
Aloy? Aloy?
It's like an alloy. And we played. You were here for it when we played it. Killzone. I think on the first day that the PlayStation was released, we played it for a bit, and it was beautiful, especially for a launch title. But, like, the gameplay was just kind of.
I like it when you say things like, Sony owns the devs, so that's why it would be an exclusive. That's a nice way to put it.
Yeah, a nuclear, the way you put it, was kind of a dick way to say
Oh, I
it.
was trying to say it without calling people out.
It has a connotation
I don't
that we're
know
idiots.
everything. I don't know who owns who. Resistance was a launch title for PS3.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And it had the shitty plastic gun that was never used for anything else that had
Yeah.
the move controller. It's still here. We still have it.
Yeah.
Just takes up space.
It's over there. Sorry, other people tend to get salty about exclusives. That's cool. It was a great game, Resistance.
I like going.
Trying to be less cuntish.
Cunt. I like going to the PlayStation blog for info because like they don't fill it with opinion. It's kind of like ad copy, but not sterile either. It's like a blog, but it's not like the article doesn't open up with, well, here's something we've all seen before a million times, so who would want to play it?
Yeah, yeah.
Type of article.
Yes, we established that it's made by the same company as Killzone.
Well, I guess we've seen it. So pretty much, there wasn't really much new in terms of features and gameplay in that trailer. It was all
has a
just
date
story. It has a
now.
date now, and it looks like the only thing I saw that was different during that whole thing was the enemy robots and other human beings that are trying to kill her. But for just a brief glimpse, they showed those rusty ones.
Yes.
They were ugly
Yeah,
and rusty.
yeah.
And they didn't look anything like the wildlife that she's been hunting. So presumably that's either, who knows what that is? Like maybe, because she can also take these mechanical parts from the beasts she slays, and she can create her own machines, right? I think we saw that in the original trailer. So potentially that's another aspect to this, is that she's going to be able to like modify or create her own stuff, and maybe other people in the world have created their own reverse engineered tech.
What was the original date that they said it was going to be out?
Sometime this year, I guess. Make your own neck birds. Alright. It won't stop playing my highlights.
Oh no.
I lost the ability to control it from this computer.
Uh-oh.
So now it's playing the opening loot. Oh no, it's gonna show the part where I looked up porn in Overwatch. Wow, in Overwatch. Tried to look up Overwatch porn.
Overwatch is taken over. That's really weird. This isn't what Fraser's doing on his computer right now.
Alright. Anyways, alright, I think we found out more. Maybe we'll hear more at E3 during the Sony press conference.
Yeah.
But the fact that, like, what does it mean for them to release this now? Like, does it mean that they don't want to talk about it at their conference?
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, you have other things to focus on, and this is like, oh, by the way, we promised this last year, but
Yeah.
it's not out yet. The date's been pushed.
It's kind of a black mark to show a trailer that announces a delay, right?
Yeah.
During E3, so this is their way of getting around that, I think.
foreplay.
Yeah. Alright. We'll be back with another thing after this. Stay tuned.